In the garage, all the wires running up into the ceiling above the garage. The vents for the bathroom and the dryer. And that's looking up into the master bedroom. Bunch of wires running up on the left-hand wall in the garage up to the ceiling. Quite a few wires in the ceiling of the garage running over to the box. Here's the dryer vent and the washer plumbing looking from the laundry room into the powder room and up to the ceiling. All the ductwork. This is the ductwork on the opposite wall, the laundry room, and the plumbing for the laundry tub. With the stack going up for that to the roof. Now we're looking at the entrance hall and wiring going up, right up to the roof, over towards the living room. Plumbing rough ends. There's our staircase. And there's the return ducts for the heating, air conditioning, looking up towards Kurt's bedroom. This is some duct work in the ceiling of the coat closet, so can't run any holes up into that ceiling. It's our famous swing back door and kitchen plumbing. The range hood duct, which starts at about eye level for me, and a refrigerator opening with the little ice maker plumbing. And the pantry, that's the ductwork for the range hood running over. And the heat and air conditioning duct in the ceiling of the kitchen running over toward the family room. There's the famous fireplace. And we'll look up in the ceiling of the family room. All the ductwork and wiring up there. Some more ductwork. And I get a good shot of the framing for the sliding glass door that surrounds the regular door. That's where that ends. Good framing around the windows for attaching stuff to. Curtain rods, blinds. I presume that's the on-off switch for the gas fireplace. There's the ductwork and insulation for it. They have a wood lid over that. There's a whole wad of wire that runs from the garage wall through the ceiling of the family room. And you hit the pipes for the master bath right in the center of the family room, just about. And that main waste pipe runs through the sort of divider between the family room and the kitchen down into the basement. It's looking from the fireplace over through the kitchen and into the dining room. And we'll go over to the dining room. We're almost done this floor. There's the dining room. It's all insulated. Wires running in the wall between the dining room and the kitchen. And they run up into the ceiling. There's the box for the light over the dining room table. And the ductwork. One's for the dining room, one's for the upstairs bedroom. And the ceiling over the support between the dining room and the living room. And got a wad of wires running through here between the dining room and the pantry. That's the return duct for the dining room downstairs, the basement. And we'll go from the dining room over to the living room. Here's the plumbing rough-in for the main bath. Right above that divider between the living room and the dining room, and then there's the radon gas outlet. It runs up to the roof from the basement, right down to the basement. Can't see it because of the insulation, but the wire for the alarm system runs over to the next cavity between studs and then down to the basement. That's the front wall and into the front door. There's the view out the living room window, the dumpster. And we'll go up the steps. There's the pipes run right through where the steps go by. There's the entrance hall. Looking down. And we'll start out with Kurt's bedroom. That's what it looks like in the attic above his bedroom. That radon gas thing goes between the wall, between his closet and the main bath. And up in the attic and out through the back roof. That's the duct for the bathroom ceiling fan that doesn't reach. It does run out to the back wall. Hopefully they'll hook that duct up at some point. There's our tub and the rough end for the tub. The commode. And for the sink. Wires running up into the attic. That's those stud straighteners. This is the back bedroom. Looking into the closet. There's another stud straightener between the back bedroom and the computer room. There's a stack for the vent for the sink in the kitchen going up through that wall, up to the roof. Ceiling fan outlet. That's the switch for the light up in the crawl space upstairs, and there is a light up there. And we'll take the upstairs hall towards the computer room. There's the view out the back there. Across the rooftops of Blandings Landings. There's a couple telephone outlets for the computer and the phone in here. Looking up the return duct towards the attic. The gas furnace exhaust ends up cutting over, and it terminates right above the hall in front of the master bedroom door and the computer room door. This is looking into the closet in the master bedroom, walk-in closet. In case we ever want to put in a laundry chute, it would probably go right about there in that corner. It's the view out of the walk-in closet window over into the garage ceiling. And then we'll walk out of the walk-in closet into the master bedroom. There's our recessed lighting. Quite a bit of wire running through the ceiling up here. There's another view at the side bedroom window. And over into the sitting room. There'll be an access panel to the jacuzzi tub here, it looks like. Anyway, if we ever need to get in there, that's where it'll go. and that's kind of what it looks like. I'm guessing this is the vent for the shower and jacuzzi up to the roof. Runs up here, through the wall, makes an angle, and then over to the roof off of that one. And we'll look down through the wall, which will be walled in. You won't be able to see into the garage anymore from the master bedroom, right about where the headboard of the bed will go. Go into the master bath. There's the plumbing rough ends. Stack going up to the roof. There's the commode drain and another vent tube that doesn't quite make it from the above the toilet, the vent fan. Hopefully they'll hook that up. Here's a front view of the jacuzzi. Pretty high tech. It's looking down into the tub. There's my shower. Rough end plumbing for that. Got a lot of the electrical wires through these little racks. Makes them pretty neat going through the walls. Then they've got everything all insulated so there's no air infiltration with that foam stuff. There's another view up into the ceiling. The roof line changes above the master bedroom. And that's it there. Get a good idea. The cathedral ceiling, the angle of that there. There's the keypad for the alarm system upstairs. And a siren for the alarm system. And if we ever were to run a laundry chute, there's that square air ducting, and then there's a support beam, and then a small area between that and some plumbing vent where you could cut through. And it would drop down right above the laundry tub, so we'd have to put like a shelf there with a basket. But that's pretty much it. That's the grand tour. The main floor. Got a couple water pipes running through the wall between the refrigerator area and the hallway to the front door. Probably don't want to stick any nails in there. That'll be nasty. It's that close to those switches. All those wires running up. Those are the water pipes that feed the master bath. There they are. And up like right about in the middle of the family room. And the shower drains over the middle of the family room. The sink drains there. That runs over to the back wall and over to that stack between the family room and the kitchen. Here's our view out the back. There's another one of those stud straighteners. Outlet for the water cooler. There's a wire for the alarm system. Guess we need a shot of the basement. Kind of messy. That's where the furnace will sit. This is where all the the junk from our attic and the storage bins will go over here. Got some electric wiring coming down for outlets. Cable outlet and electric wiring for the treadmill over by the window here. And over in that corner goes the workshop. And that's about it. That's the whole house. And it's about time to go. Won't be long.